can I say? Woo! Guys, I am super excited. Hello, testing the mic. 1 2 1 2. Guys, here we have it. This is the official studio for AWL Podcast, and we have another episode, and we are about to spill. Okay, guys, I would say that a person who understands her value, her morals, and is being shaped, her identity is being shaped by her culture and religion, is what we are about to talk about today. The 5 things I talk about on the previous episode. Hello guys, you're welcome to an amazing episode on EWL Podcast. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to be expressive and a reality check. I'm your host, Luchi Gloria. I am elated. Thanks be to God, we are in our studio. Hi guys. So we have a topic today and it's titled, You Yourself, It Is Okay. Guys, imagine living a lie. Imagine living someone else's identity. Imagine living a life that is not yours to live. We talked about being your authentic self in the previous episode, and we're about to highlight that on this episode. Guys, I would always say that it is okay to be you. I don't know why I feed so much on that energy this year, because I just realized that at the end of the day, you can only be yourself. At the end of the day, you have your own life to live. At the end of the day, it is you and yourself. See, we try as much as possible to be there for people, to live life with people. And I've always said this thing that we have to live our lives as individuals to be able to live our lives as collectives. I don't know if I made sense, but yes, there's a point there. We have to be our own different selves to be able to come together and work together as a collective. So guys, it's difficult. I think that is one of the hardest things personally for myself. Discovering who I am, discovering what my purpose is. And I'll always tell people that start this journey of self-discovery. Be unashamed of your person. I know I'm diverting to last episode, but it's really important that we understand the importance of having a sense of self, guys. And there's something I want to highlight in this topic when I talk about your identity. I think the 4 other things contributes to what makes a person's identity. If there's something I would always say about my dad, God bless his soul, is the greatest currency I would say my dad gave to me is integrity. And when I talk about my morals and my values, I would not start without mentioning integrity, because he has a very strong sense in my upbringing. He has a strong sense in my identity as a person. Being able to maintain that currency my daddy handed over to me, being able to maintain those values and morals he has instilled in me, is what makes me different and is what makes me imitate your Luchi Gloria. So on this episode, I want you to ask yourself, what is that value? What is that moral that you were taught, that you were familiar with growing up? Because a lot of us, we go to school these days and we try to maintain a different kind of life. We try to, and I'm not against someone going to school and trying to discover, okay, what works for me. I've met people and they say my mom goes to Catholic, but I found God in Anglican. I'm not against that. And I will always ask the question, are you doing this because of you, or you are doing it because of multitude? I don't know if you heard me. Are you doing this because of multitude, or are you doing this because it is what you want as a person? So guys, always remember what your values and your morals are. That is what would help you in the sense of discovering who yourself is. yourself is. So that is what's going to help you to discover your authentic self as a person. And I always say this: assuming a role or identity of a person, I don't think you want to miss out on discovering your capability. I don't think you want to miss out on defining what you represent. I don't think you want to miss out on the opportunity to be categorized as yourself, not as subhuman. I don't think you want to miss out on the opportunity of being yourself. So, guys, regardless of everything you come across, regardless of everything you think that is impossible, an edge that will help you is understanding that it is okay to be you, it is okay to be yourself. Understanding your values. A lot of us, we are not used to certain kind of lifestyle, but we want to emulate someone else. Like you see this person doing this and you're like, oh, let's see what it looks like. My mom will always tell me that imenka sorry. My mom would tell me that if you try it, other people may try it and go scot-free, but if you go and do it, your head and that person's head is not the same thing. And that's why my brother will ask me, what was your plan in school and how were you able to like come out and still be iconic? Yes, allow me to take my accolades. So my brother will ask me, how were you able to manage school life, coming out with good grades and still being able to manage yourself as a person? And I will tell him, even though I don't advise a lot of people to go my route, I will tell him that I was just playing safe. I would never forget what my dad and my mom would always tell me. I held my values and my morals. I held my, yes, I'm very passionate about my culture and my religion. I think I'm more passionate about my religion and my culture. And that was how I was to navigate school life as an undergraduate. Now I'm out of school and even living as an adult in this Nigeria. Oh, Jesus. Adulthood is really, really difficult. I would always miss my childhood as a person because there is nothing to even do. You just have to play around, go to school, make sure you do your assignments. But being an adult, you are responsible for a lot of things. So, guys, audience, to who it may concern, uphold you, uphold yourself, and uphold those 5 things I have highlighted on this episode. Your value, your morals, your culture, your religion is what shapes your identity, is what shapes your authentic self. People of God, I hope I've dropped a message today. We are in my studio. I don't know how long I have to say this. I don't know how long I have to feed on this, but I'm super excited to have a personal space with you guys. Okay, guys, don't forget that this podcast is streaming on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and is also streaming on YouTube. And we air every Tuesdays at midnight. I'm your host, Metezi Oluchi Gloria. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Oluchi Metezi, EW_podcast, on Twitter, Oluchi Metezi, on Facebook, Oluchi Metezi. While we are at this, don't forget to spread love. God is love. Love is God. Have an amazing week as usual. Bye, guys.